Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. In case you're wondering, yes, I'm extremely sore from the workout I did yesterday. My arms and shoulders are like, ow. Thankfully, it's not a soreness I'm not going to be able to get over pretty easily. So, in keeping with my theme this week of health and fitness, I've come into the family kitchen to discuss a challenge that has been one of the most difficult things I have ever taken on. This year, I challenged my fiance to lose a certain amount of weight before our wedding in October. In return, he challenged me to give up sugar. When I say sugar, that's specifically added sugar, like white sugar, brown sugar, corn syrup, that kind of thing. But I am allowed to have things like honey and fruit. So you guys are probably asking yourselves, what's the big deal? People give up sugar all the time. Well, there are a couple of complications to this challenge when it comes to me. First of all, I am gluten-free. That is not an elective thing. I'm not trying to be trendy. That's an actual need because over a series of years and process of elimination, I found out that I am A, either gluten intolerant, or B, have celiac disease. Since the test to determine celiac disease is so expensive, I can't get it right now. And in the meantime, my best course of action is just to avoid gluten like the plague. In addition to that, I'm also a vegetarian and have been for a little over a year now. So if you think, wow, that's great, you're going to be super healthy, gluten-free, vegetarian, and sugar-free. Well, the thing is, it makes things extremely difficult to actually find foods that have no sugar, no gluten, and are vegetarian. You'd really be surprised at how many everyday food items are loaded with sugar. And this is just the stuff I can eat. That is, anything that's gluten-free and vegetarian. Alright, admittedly, some of the stuff is pretty obvious. I mean, you definitely expect canned fruit or jelly or chocolate chips to have a whole bunch of sugar in it. But ketchup? Peanut butter? Let me read the ingredients to you and then we'll find out how much sugar is in this stuff. Tomato concentrate made from vine-ripened tomatoes. Well, there's a plug. High fructose corn syrup. That's one kind of sugar. Distilled vinegar. Corn syrup. That's two kinds of corn syrup in there. Salt. Less than 2% of onion powder, garlic powder, and natural flavors. So that's two kinds of sugar just in ketchup. As for the amount of sugar in one serving of ketchup, which is exactly 1 tablespoon, and he uses just 1 tablespoon. The typical the little dishes of ketchup you get at like McDonald's or In-N-Out or any other fast food place hold at least 2 tablespoons, some up to 1/4 cup. So just in 1 tablespoon of ketchup, there's 4 grams of sugar. It doesn't sound like a lot, but when you pile it on your plate with those French fries, it adds up pretty quick. Cranberry sauce. This is something else that's not exactly a surprise to have a lot of sugar in it, but let's find out just how much sugar is in this. Okay, ingredients. Cranberries. Second ingredient, high fructose corn syrup, water, corn syrup, and citric acid. Both the ketchup and the cranberry sauce have 2 kinds of corn syrup in them. And there is 17 grams of sugar per serving of cranberry sauce. And finally, peanut butter. Peanut butter is one of those things that's a really inexpensive staple for vegans and vegetarians alike, which is why I was so heartbroken when I found out how much sugar is in this stuff. Peanut butter, roasted peanuts, sugar, that's sugar once, less than 2% of molasses. I'm not going to count that as sugar because it's less. I think molasses has got, but okay, fine, I'll count it as sugar. It's another kind of sugar. Hydrogenated vegetable oils, cottonseed and rapeseed, salt. And then out of the parentheses is sugar and honey. 4 different kinds of sugar just in this peanut butter. You'd think since it says honey roast, the second ingredient would be honey, but no, it's sugar, as in white sugar. Of course, this does have 7 grams of protein, but how much sugar does it have? 8 grams of sugar. So this brand of peanut butter has got more sugar than protein. Well, so much for the idea that peanut butter is healthy. And that's just scratching the surface of all the foods sugar happens to be lurking. Prepackaged food is the worst offender. Chances are, if it's in a bottle, a can, or a frozen dinner, it probably has some form of sugar in it. One of the few foods we have that doesn't have added sugar is one of my favorites. Dill pickles. Which we're out of. Darn it! Did you know that the average American eats about 17 teaspoons of sugar a day? That translates into 57 pounds a year. Let's see just how much 17 teaspoons really is. I've got a tub of sugar, I have a teaspoon right here, and I have a clear salad bowl. So let's measure out 17 teaspoons. 1, 2, 3. This is going to take a while. 17. Alright, here's what 17 teaspoons of sugar looks like. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but this is how much the average American is putting into themselves per day. Now, this doesn't include the holidays or other special occasions where people tend to eat more sugar, like Easter and Halloween and Christmas. No wonder our belts are bulging and our teeth are falling out. And I'm no exception. That's one of the reasons I agreed to take on this challenge. First of all, and most importantly, my dad is diabetic. My paternal grandmother was diabetic. I want to avoid the same fate, and on top of that, my addiction to sugar, yes, I will call it what it is what led to 2 of my teeth rotting, breaking off, and then needing to be extracted. One on this side and one on this side. Losing teeth is cute for kids, but it's not cute for a 33-year-old woman. This challenge started at the beginning of the year, so how am I doing so far? Admittedly, very badly. So far, I haven't been able to go more than 24 hours without ingesting some form of forbidden sugar. I've been trying to substitute with honey, but unfortunately with a lot of baked goods, honey just doesn't work the same. Needless to say, the challenge to cut out all added sugar isn't an easy one. It's pretty tempting sometimes to just throw in the towel and give up, but I'm not going to. I want to keep going, and even if it takes me until the end of the year, one way or another, in 2020, I'm going to kick this sugar habit. The verse of the day is Proverbs chapter 25, verse 16. Have you found honey? Eat only as much as you need, lest you be filled with it and vomit. Ew, that's pretty graphic. I know there wasn't much to this vlog. I guess you could call it short and sweet. Alright, I'll see myself out now. I'll see everybody again on Thursday, and until then, get out there and live like you're loved, because you are. Bye!